Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are on, I believe, the tail end of our rebels for this particular, wow, words are very difficult all of a sudden, for this particular set of overextensions. So that'll be fine. We definitely need to work through these, but it doesn't really matter the rate at which we do so, right? Because none of them cost overextension, so we can just do this in any order. It's completely okay. Let's go ahead and tick on forward here, and we should be seeing some battles being won. Let's just get zoomed on in over here. If I can zoom, there we go. We'll spread these guys out for now. Looks good. And then, let's see what's going on over here. These guys are quite low in their amount of troops. We're just going to move in over here for now. Looks good. Okay, separatist sentiment. Yep, that's to be expected. No particular problem here right now. All of this feels relatively under control, with the possible exception of this. Okay, so we need to deal with this issue for sure. Yeah, this is definitely not great. You're retreating to here. We need this force to also retreat, but we can't yet. Okay, we're going to have to deal with these particular... Oh, there's a conversion done. We'll have to deal with these particular battles first. This appears under control. So I'm going to spread these guys out to recover, like so. And these guys can spread out as well. Do we have another force here? Yes, we did. Okay. So that's dealt with. We won the battle out over here. These guys can also spread out. Somewhat like... If I can select that unit, there we go. Something like that. These can head up here. You guys are heading this direction. That all looks good. Cool. Okay, so we finished our conversion. We will definitely get more. Now, how are we doing on these? We're still expecting to have a number of rebellions, but things are definitely improving. Okay, now where was that battle at? That was this up here. We win up over this way. These guys immediately should head here. I don't know if we're going to last long enough here. We'll see. Okay, here's a bunch of rebellions. Actually, is that only one rebellion? That's a bit of good luck. Okay. So only one rebellion. It's out over here, so we can't really deal with it immediately. I would like to bring these guys out over here and attack. Cool. And we're making so many boats. That's hilarious. Okay, so these guys need to replenish still. That's very clear. Okay, I want to retreat these when we can, which is actually now. We can retreat that, and that's very, very good. So we'll do so, and these guys will head northward for the time being. Cool. So we've got lots of things finishing up, right? That's for sure. We've got the Battle of Antioch up over here looking good. And the Battle of Mpemba looking good as well. Cool. So these guys are heading in here. These guys are heading northward. We win out over this way. That's great. And we can turn these guys around and start heading over this way. Bring these guys into cap, and that all looks great. So we're going to be attacking here. How are we doing down this way? We've recovered pretty well. Not well enough to attack here, but well enough to attack here, so that's okay. How many Armenian particularists are left? Only just over 1 million. That's great. We're doing very, very well on that front. These guys are going to stay where they're at. We need to let them replenish for a little bit. We win the battle out over here. Looks great. We can spread out and recap. These guys can all head in here. And we did lose a unit out over on Madagascar. We should definitely attack over here, though. I would like to roll up another leader, and we'll put that in here. Okay. So these guys can come down over to... What? No, I don't want to use the fleet. Oh, these guys got selected too. That explains it. Okay. There we go. Over we go. Cool. We're losing money right now, which is not hugely shocking, but we'll then come up over here, continuing to eliminate rebels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These guys gave up their revolt. I've actually never seen that happen before. I guess that was this one on Christmas Island. Fascinating. I've literally never seen that happen before. So we're going to group these together, and we're going to attach them to the transports. And the transports are then going to come up over here and land there. Cool. Can we core? We can. So we'll get that started. At this point, 7 January of next year. So under a year. Okay. These guys actually gave up instantly. Interesting. There's some separatists up over here. And we'll deal with them after Shua if we survive that. Cool. Bombay separatists we'll deal with later. Fulani separatists, we can deal with those now. Nogai separatists looks fine. Algerian separatists looks completely okay. Orisi, we can deal with those now. Terhudi, up over this way. We can definitely head in here. And Hanoverian. Looks good there too. So, in terms of our actual provincial unrest, we're now down to 171. It should be starting to slow down. There should be no doubt about that. I want to move in and recap here. I want to move in and cap here. Okay. So we win over this way. That was fully expected, of course. And we're just going to head up to there. Fantastic. We win in Kabul. That's also expected. These guys at this point, we can just group them up over here and have everybody come on in. So that'll be fine. I'm just giving it a few days for these guys to get going. We win here, which was, of course, expected. I'm going to grab 2 armies here and send them down to here. I'd like to get replenished here. That is, of course, quite important. Okay. And we're attacking here. In we go. And these guys are still making their way northward. We're not quite there yet. Looks good in Hanover. Okay, we win over this way. We're just continuing to bisect the particularists right now. We win in Mahafali. That was expected, and I put in a leader here to hopefully lose fewer troops. So there we go. We win up over here. That's great. I want to check in on the status of this. Yes. We can definitely attack here. And in we go. Now, this is going to need to be dealt with. There's no doubt about that. So let's go ahead and grab this unit. I want to check. We need 2 units of cannon here. So here's 1 unit of cannon. And then we'll take out 1 unit of cannon from here. Cool. So the Battle of Saren, we win. That was expected. These guys will come up and cap. Okay. Now there's a good number of troops over here. I'm going to take these guys and move them over. And we're now going to move in like so. These guys can force march down to here and cap that back. Looks pretty decent. We can spread out here. These guys are still replenishing, sadly. I'd love to attack here. We can't quite get away with it. Lithuanian separatists are the only separatists this month. We'll deal with them in a moment. This looks fine. And we'll just take these 2 up. They should get there at about the same time. So that looks absolutely fine to me. Hello, pause menu. Okay, so what is the next move is the question. Well, we definitely need to deal with rebels, obviously. And we're working our way through all of this. Plus 15 unrest. Battle of Highveld is over. Cool. There we go. Ah, I see what's going on here. We're taking more losses than we need to here. We did just finish the Battle of Taraza. Or Taraza? Taraz? I don't know. I'm not sure what battle that was. But it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. We're not winning this one just yet because of a lack of speed similarity. Okay. We win the Battle of Senwi, as expected. We're to continue to move up over here. The Battle of Bari was won. At this point, we can spread these guys out and recap. Can even send this force over to here. Cool. More unrest popping up, but that's not shocking at all. Okay, we win the Battle of Bara. But what we have here is an inconsistency with our force march, I think. Or actually, it was just leader maneuver. Okay. It's still awkward, but it's okay. So these guys are going to group up here. The question is, when are we going to feel confident in attacking here? It should be soon, is the answer. It should definitely be soon. How many rebels are we going to have here? Is the next question. These guys are heading down here. Quite a number. Nine, to be precise. So we lost a battle out over here. This would have just been a single unit. Okay, I'm going to send our 40k unit over to here and then back. Well, technically, this isn't 40k. We need to group these together and then go over and then come back. Cool. We can even force march them to make it happen a little faster, and I'm okay with that. Can we core it all here? No, we can't. But we can deal with some of these separatists. This one's already dealt with. This one's not relevant. This one does need to be dealt with. There we go. Breton separatists, no problem. Parthians. Okay, we can head up like this. Ndongan separatists is no real problem. Dahumayan, no issue there. Majapahit, I mean, we already dealt with those. And Bactrian. Cool. So no major rebel issues there. And we're definitely getting better on our unrest. That's for sure. So in we go, and we will win up over this way. That looks good. We should definitely spread out and cap back over here. As far as this goes, I don't know. I feel like it's tough. If these guys were fully replenished, I definitely think they need to have our best or close to our best leader. We'll give them the month tick, I think, to replenish a bit. I would like to send these guys down to here. Cool. The Battle of Vilna has finished. There we go. And these guys can make their way northward with these guys force marching to reinforce. They should get there at similar times. Hopefully. Okay, what else do we have? We won this battle. That's fully expected. Let's take a look here. The peasants, or rather the particularists, now have 513k. The Cambodian separatists are the primary problem here, which is, of course, these guys. And we're working on it. So we win a battle out over here. We can cap here. That's fine. We win this battle as well, and we'll come take on these guys. We lost this battle. That's incredibly unfortunate because that actually lost us 2 units. So we need to do some recruitment here. 1. Did this one actually go? Yes, it did. 1 and 2. And then we know that we're going to need one on Madagascar as well. So we'll get that one going. Cool. Okay, so we win the Battle of Axum, as expected. And the Battle of Maine, as expected as well. Okay, we're going to head up here and finish off the particularists on Madagascar. We finish up an occupation there, and we win our battle here. Always good. Only 1 rebellion this month, it looks like. That's absolutely great. So Adeni separatists we will deal with Eventually. When? I don't know. But not now. I'm going to give these guys a leader, and we're going to move in and attack the Babylonian separatists once and for all. Actually, we can send these guys over. We'll do that. Cool. We should be reaching the tail end of these rebellions. They are definitely thinning. I think there's no doubt about that. So we could attack here. They outnumber us slightly, but we would get the defensive bonus. We have better troops and a better leader. So we'll see how that goes. We can cap here, that's fine. And we can spread out here to recover. But the question is, how does this battle go? This is the big one. And we're kind of being a little impatient with it. There's no doubt about that. The Battle of Yarkand finished up in our favor. We can take this 0 stack out of here. And have it come up over this way to replenish a bit. This 100k stack can come down here and start working on clearing up some of this. While these guys attack here, actually here. There we go. And we won this battle, so these guys can start capping back over here as well and replenishing. There we go. So we arrived here a little earlier, which is not necessarily great, but it's fine. Just checking in on that battle looks good for the moment. Cool. So obviously, we absolutely destroy them in morale. Morale is never the question here. The real question is, do we have the numbers to pull this off? And the answer is a definite maybe. Okay, so we win this fight here, and we can spread these guys out and cap back in Delhi for the moment. How many rebellions? 1. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's already dealt with. Fantastic. So that's great. And actually, this is looking good too. We win this battle, and we can cap back and replenish. Looks good. We have spent a lot of manpower on this, there's no doubt about it, but I'm not that concerned about that. So we win the Battle of Marina as well. This was fully expected. We'll spread out and recover while these guys get grouped up. Now we've got some issues out over here. These guys are now strong enough to attack over here. So we'll allow that. And I'm now going to embark these, and we're going to bring them in over here. Cool. I think we're going to win this. Oh yeah, we definitely do. So that's great. We won up over here as well. Capping there is fine. Now, this is actually going to be great. We don't need to deal with that. We can just come up to here and then cap back, or more specifically, come up over this way maybe. I don't know. I feel like these armies can handle this. Once they've recovered a little bit anyway. So let's get these 4 armies grouped up here. There we go. Okay, we're now in position here, and let's take our transport and attack here. Cool. We win the battle out over this way. We can cap back in Wasit. I'm not sure where these guys are going, but we should definitely try to intercept them. And we can cap here and spread these guys out. Just looking for any additional locations that we need to put additional focus on. I mean, there's this here. But otherwise, that looks good. I think we've got this reasonably under control. Now, this month we have 3 revolts. This one's already being dealt with. Kalundwe is no problem. And Roswell, no problem here either. Cool. It's definitely tapering off. Cool. So we win out over here. That looks good. And we win here as well. We're going to immediately come in and grab this unit while we cap back here. Minor inconvenience. We'll hope for admin power here. We did not get admin. Sad. And this is looking fine. Honestly, these guys can stay put. This is done. Okay. So we're getting back all of these territories. We do have 2 more revolts this month. These guys can just chill here. And looking at this, we definitely want to attack here. Chickasaw Separatists we don't care about. Swedish Separatists we do. So we'll go deal with that. These guys can now make their way down southward here and cap these areas. Cool. So I'm now going to spread these units out in order to recap these areas. There we go. These guys are still grouping up here. Looks good. We win the Battle of Kalundwe, as expected. We don't really have to look at every one of these anymore because it's mostly handled. Mostly. There are still a couple of particularists left, 292,000 to be precise. But it's not that big of a deal, in all honesty. We've got it solidly under control now. So we win over here. We're definitely going to cap back these territories. And I want to embark these lads and bring them in here. So we have enough to deal with this. Okay, we have 3 revolts this month. Kazakh Separatists. No problem. Bemba Separatists. No problem there either. And Khorasani Separatists. Okay, we'll deal with those. We should be able to get a core going. Not that it really matters in what order we do this. There we go. We're capping back here. All is looking solid. Okay, at this point, we're definitely going to attack this round of particularists. These guys can move into here. We win a battle out over this way. Always good. And let's pop in over here. We'll grab these guys, and in we go. Eliminating these units. We're capping back a lot of territory. This is all expected. We do have 3 revolts this month, and we win up here. So we'll just come in and attack. We don't care about this. We don't care about this. This we do care about, and it's dealt with. These guys fought each other. I love it. So we should definitely move some units out over this way and cap some territory. Okay, we win out over here as expected. Let's grab our fleet and move it over. Okay, we'll embark both of these. And we'll bring them over to here. We can convert additional provinces, which we will definitely do. And we won up over this way, which is fine. I want to attack here. And we don't have... Oh, we do have somebody coming over here. Never mind. That's all good. So we'll attack over this way as well. And that should wrap up this area. Cool. We've definitely burned through a lot of manpower doing this. There's no doubt about that. We converted the Heretics of Ondo, and we can go ahead and core here. Pause, please. Thank you. There we go. And I heard some rebellions here. Okay. One here that I don't care about. Ethiopian Separatists, which I do care about. Luckily, we're right there. And Mombasan Separatists. No problem. Cool. Okay. So let's kick forward here, and we're just going to wrap up these last couple of areas. So I'm going to send these guys up here to cap back, while these come over to eliminate these rebels. Are all of the particularists dealt with now? No, they still have 1 army left with 79k. Is that these guys? No, I'm not sure where that is offhand then. Oh, down here. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. Okay, we're winning battles as expected. And at this point, these guys can just spread out and start replenishing. It's fine. This entire area is now dealt with. India is nearly dealt with. In fact, this entire region is nearly dealt with. We've nearly dealt with all of Asia. This continent is almost dealt with. 3 rebellions, all in Asia. Japanese Cascadian, actually this is not in Asia at all. Tibetan separatists, we don't care about Japanese Cascadian. We can go deal with the Tibetans, no problem. And then Gujarati are right over here. Sure. We should be able to handle that. It's a little borderline, numerically, but I think it'll be fine. Hello, pause menu. Cool. So we'll wrap up this fight over here. Get these guys heading up into there. Cool. Actually, these can just chill. It's completely okay. So at this point, we can spread out and cap back these while replenishing. There we go. There's still one over there that isn't capped back, but it looks like we're doing fine here. Uzbek, Rwandan, Novgorodian, and more Armenian particularists, but not very many. Okay. We'll send these guys in here. I'm going to unforce march these just so we get there at similar times. Novgorodian, no problem. Rwandan, no problem. And Uzbek, no problem. Okay, now there were other particularists, and here's one of them. I believe there were two others. Yeah, there's one here. We'll force march you up, and then unforce march you in. Okay. They're not going to get there at similar times, I don't think, but it should, in theory, be fine. How are we doing on our coring? We're almost there. In fact, right now-ish. There we go. Cool. So there's our first core coming in, and things will get far, far better. So I'm going to unforce march these guys, and we're just going to head in there for that last unit of particularists, I think. And we can get all that wrapped up in the next episode. It is time to do that, but this is feeling very under control at this point, and we just need to work our way through our admin deficit. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you, if I can get that set up, there we go, a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Atala, Jens Graham, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.